morning, everybody. My name is Noah.
And my name is Jackie. We are educators here at Franklin Park Zoo, and we are here with another Zoo to You about our amazing nyala. Today's Zoo to You is brought to you by MIFA on behalf of the U Fund College Investing Plan. If you want to find any more information about this, feel free to check out the link in the chat.
So, here we have our amazing lowland nyala, or just nyala for short. They are beautiful. Here at the zoo, we have two juvenile males. Their names are Blue and Kondu. Kondu is the one in front here. And they're just really beautiful. They came to us from the Miami Zoo. They're both around 14 months old. They came around a couple months ago, just around turning 1. And they're very chill. And as they grow, they'll change a lot.
Yeah, so I'm going to talk about some of their physical characteristics. So as Noah mentioned, we have two juvenile males, and the males look pretty similar to the females when they are a little bit younger. So you can see their classic sort of like burnt orange red color with those white stripes. The main difference between males and females when males are younger are those horns that they start to grow in. They can grow in as young as 7 months old, and as they get older, they will eventually turn into sort of a double spiral shape. And they use those horns mainly for self-defense and fighting other males for territory or females or anything like that. But like I said, when they're young, they look like females, and one of the reasons that is actually helpful to them is because older males that are in the same herd as them sort of get distracted and don't recognize them as other males, so they don't feel a need to fight for territory or other females when they're a little bit younger like this. When they get older, the males will grow a lot larger than the females will, and as you can see on their backs a little bit, they're starting to grow that shaggy, darker brown fur. So they'll get that dark brown fur. They will get a lot more shaggy on the underside and on the back, and they will mostly keep their white stripes until a lot older in their years. Then they might start to fade a little bit more. But the females will pretty much stay this burnt orange color with the stripes, and yeah, and I think they can live to be about 20 years old in the wild, which is crazy to think about for deer, but they are part of the antelope family.
Yeah, so they're big members of the antelope family, although it is disputed whether they are actually bovine-like, similar to cattle or buffalo, or if they are more true antelopes like gazelles or impalas. So they're actually classified in sort of their own kind of tribe that shifts back and forth depending on the debate between bovine and not bovine. They can, or did rather, be susceptible to rinderpest, aka cattle plague, before it was eradicated. But now they're fine.
No, just to jump in with a question, someone's wondering where they're found in the wild.
Perfect. So that's actually what I was just about to talk about. So in the wild, they're found in southeastern Africa, so native to sort of the eastern area of South Africa, Eswatini, Mozambique, and Malawi, that area of Africa. And the name nyala actually comes from the native Songa people's word for this animal. That's what they call it, so that's what we call it.
So, as Noah mentioned, they are found in Southeast Africa. Part of their habitat is a lot of dense grassland and woodland areas, which actually helps them camouflage very well in that sort of like dense wooded area. They usually will only come out to open lands in the morning and afternoon to either forage or find a near watering ground. Besides that, they pretty much like to stay in the trees, but that is actually another reason why it's so helpful for them to live in this area. They have this really weird relationship with monkeys, also found in Southeast Africa, specifically baboons and vervet monkeys. So those guys live all the way up in the trees, but sometimes their food comes like fruits and seeds, and then the nyala will get a chance to eat those up, and that is sort of their mutualistic relationship. But nyala are actually prone to reacting to baboon and vervet alarm calls. So sometimes when they're high up in the trees, they will see a predator coming a bit farther away than the nyala can. So when they shout that alarm call, it also alerts the nyala to say, all right, we gotta get up and move. And then vice versa, the nyala actually have their own sort of alert call. It sounds like a high-pitched barking noise coming from a dog, but the monkeys will also reply to that, and they sort of have this like beneficial relationship between the two, where it's food-wise, but also safe-wise for predators. Their main three predators are going to be lions and leopards and African wild dogs. A lot of those animals will hunt in packs, or they'll hunt solitary, but even when solitary, they're very stealthy. So even though nyala are one of the most alert species of antelope, sort of hunting in packs and stuff can be a little bit detrimental to them. But that is pretty much how they stay alive and where they are more from. In terms of group living, so we have two males here. It's very typical in the wild that they can either live in bachelor herds, which is just a lot of younger or older males in one group, or they can live in something called a harem, which is a lot of females with the young and then either one or two males with them as well. They can live in groups up to 30, but in the wild you might typically see them usually between groups of like 4 to 8 individuals. It varies because they are a nomadic species. They don't have one distinct habitat that they choose and live on for the rest of their days. They sort of move around a lot. Being a prey species, it's important that you kind of maneuver your way through the habitat and you understand different places that you can go. If you sense predators coming or if there's a potential loss of a food source, it's very helpful for them to kind of be able to maneuver between different areas and move around.
We have two questions.
Yeah, I'll answer those questions.
Tracy is wondering their conservation status, and Jennifer wants to know what they eat.
I actually was perfect. These questions are coming at the perfect time, so I was just about to talk about both of those. I'll start by talking about what they eat, and then I'll get into their conservation status. So they are herbivores, just like a lot of antelopes of their type and size, and they will eat leaves, twigs, flowers, all sorts of vegetation at their level, and just sort of openly graze throughout the woodlands that they live in. They tend to live sort of near the watering holes and stay kind of shy in the thickets where they can sit grazing. And yeah, some of their favorite stuff here at the zoo is various browse that we give them. Sorts of animals. They have a bit of bamboo that they're going to be munching up on later today. And yeah, they love really a lot of the different vegetation that we give them. Now, as for their conservation, they're actually dubbed least concern by the IUCN, so their population is stable. But interestingly, that's partly because 80% of their current population actually lives in sanctuaries and reserves and protected wilderness in Africa. So they are actually a prized game animal in some areas of South Africa, but the protection helps keep their population stable and from declining, from overhunting. But they do still see those threats occasionally. They may also be sort of outcompeted by grazing cattle when the cattle sort of clear out all the graze in an area that leaves not much left for them to house. So yeah, they have a few pressures, but they're mostly good, I would say, in terms of conservation. But we still want to, of course, raise awareness, because especially if people